What if I told you that 2026 could be the most lucrative year of your entire life if you focus on just five simple skills? I'm going to show you in this video what those skills are exactly and in what order of importance and how you can learn each of them step by step with me as your guide. If you're new to this channel, my name is Arlan Hamilton. I was homeless 10 years ago. And since then, I have invested in more than 200 startup companies. I have a crazy story. I had to write two books to fill it in. So this one's my first one. It's about damn time. This is my second one. Your First Million, Why You Don't Have to Be Born into a Legacy of Wealth to Leave One Behind. It's About Damn Time, How to Turn Being Underestimated into Your Greatest Advantage. I wrote these two books that came out in the last 5 years. They're very fresh, very new, and I teach my teachings in my communities and my memberships so that you can use it yourself. I also teach them for free here on YouTube. So the very first skill, and I'm going to tell you in order, so it's going to go from five to one. The very first skill, number five, that you're going to learn oop, of importance. Now, this is level of importance. The number five skill is going to be Stan Store. Stan, you see my link above here, stan.store/Arlan. Stan is the simplest. Now, even though it's number five, these are all like this one helped me make $250,000 this year in just a few months, not even the whole year. So they're all important, but it's the level of how difficult it's going to be. Okay. So stand super simple. It's really easy. You get it. You look at a couple of things that I teach you, or you just go to the site and play around with it, and you're off to the races. You've learned it. So if you go to stan.store/Arlan or the link in the description below, I teach you all about Stan and my Stan OS. But Stan is like having a payment portal where people can pay for digital products of yours or to do one-on-one calls or different things that I teach you how to do. And I made $250,000 mainly from selling digital products on Stan, like prompts and templates and scripts and courses. All these things that I built once or put together once and I sell them every single day. So number five is Stan as the easiest, the simplest to learn. Number four, when it comes to simplest to learn, is going to be School, Skool. And on School, I've made hundreds and hundreds of thousands. I've made like $1 million plus on School since I started August 2024. But in 2025, I've made hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars. And it is so much fun. It's where I have my containers, basically. So when I say container, what I mean by that is where I have memberships, where community comes together. For instance, right now I have a free one for you. Free, that's right. If you go to the link below, you can join Your First 5K. Your First 5K is where I teach you everything. Everything in this video, all the steps is in Your First 5K. And I'm now making it free. I sold more than $100,000 worth of it this year to 2,500 people, so even more than 100,000. And then a few days ago, I decided to make it free for you because it's hard out here and I need you to have this information. And people have been joining the last few days and they've already gotten started. They've already learned so much. People are already making money. I can't guarantee you that any of this will make you money. I'm just telling you what works for me and what works for thousands of other people that I teach. So that's number four in order of how difficult it is to learn. And none of this is super difficult, or I wouldn't be doing it because I want a calm and collected life. Okay. Now, number three being the most difficult to learn. Number three is AI. So you might think AI is the most difficult or the least difficult, but it's right in the middle because AI is basically whatever you make of it, whatever energy and effort you put in is basically what you'll get out. And it's leverage. So it's actually 10 times or 100 times what you'll get out is what you'll put in. But you do have to learn a few things. You have to learn what prompts are, the sentences and paragraphs and instructions you give to different AI platforms like ChatGPT. You have to understand the landscape of it. Like, what is AI? What is it doing right now? And what will it do in a couple of years so that you can use it to monetize what you do? You use it as a wrapper around what you're already doing. And the cool thing about this list is that I use each of them, and each of them work together. They work together and stack on each other. So it's not like you're going to learn one and then you got to like, okay, I'm learning that and then I'm going to go over here and this shiny object. It's if you learn them over the next year, a little bit at a time, you'll be able to stack them and make it each stronger. So you don't have to do it all at once. That's the great news. You don't have to do Stan and school and AI all at once. You just learn a little bit at a time about something that seems interesting to you. Okay, so that was number three is AI. So that could be AI like ChatGPT, but it also could be like an AI agent like Lovable or Replit. And I talk about Lovable a lot on this channel because I love it so much. Lovable. That is where you can go in and actually make landing pages, lead magnets, different things that you can just tell it to make, and it'll build it for you. And because the better the prompt, the better the output, I even have ready-made prompts for you that you can get here if you go to this link or the description below. I have the ready-made prompts for you so you can just have everything you need to start a business, basically. It's all there wrapped up. Okay, so number two, if you're ready for number two, say in the comments, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm here. I'm still watching this video because it lets me know that you stuck around. And when you leave that comment, don't just say I'm ready. Say, this is my name. This is what I do, or this is what I'm interested in. Give me a little bit of information about you because I actually want to get to know more and more of the people who watch my videos. I put a video up almost every single day. And I hope that it gives you value. I'm hearing that it does. I read every single comment. But I want this to be two-way street. So join your first 5K for free so we can get to know each other. And also leave a comment here. Even if like you've commented before, let me know. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, this is the perfect time to do so right now. So stop everything you're doing and just hit the subscribe button right now and like and comment. And this video will get out to more people. Okay, so the number two out of five, so we had Stan is the simplest, then school at number four, then AI at number three. Two is going to be YouTube, this very platform you're watching this on, most likely. I love YouTube. I gained 170,000 new followers in about 2 years. That is nuts to me. 170,000 new subscribers in about 2 years. And I did it from just hopping on video here, just on my Zoom. I use Zoom. I press record. I film. I try to give as much value as possible, like I'm hopefully doing today to get you set for the new year. And then I upload it and then people watch it. And the cool thing is, even though I did have an audience before I really started taking YouTube seriously, 90% or so of the people who find me today find me for the first time on YouTube. Said another way, if they see me on YouTube, they have never seen me before in most cases. So YouTube is actually just putting all of these videos out to people to see if they like it. And if they watch something, they'll give them something similar to it too. So it's about interest rather than even like you can look up keywords. That works really well too. So you can make it so like people are looking for it. But what works the most is to just talk about something you're interested in and that other people could be interested in. And then YouTube helps you find each other. That's what is so cool. Don't just think it's just me and big channels. Like I've watched it happen. I've interviewed people on this channel who have done it. They were watching this video just like you. They didn't know if they could do it, but they said, I'll give it a try. They started uploading long form videos and short form videos, which I teach you all about inside of your first 5K. We have an accelerator, a YouTube accelerator in there for free. Like you'll learn this. If you don't know any of these words or terms or vocabulary, you will learn it over the next few days and weeks if you come in and if you just give yourself a little permission to be a student. So I've seen people they're just watching this video or a video like this, and then they just give it a try, and a couple of months later, people are watching their videos. And they're able to the reason that it works so well is because you can about an interest, or you can teach, or you can show someone something, and then invite them into your world. So you invite them to your stand link, like I'm doing literally right now. People are going to do this every single video. You invite them to your school, which I'm doing right now in this video. You invite them to your free school. And they come into it's like free, it's a free gift. That's awesome. And then over time, you can offer them something that's paid. And if some people want to buy that, some people will. And the rest will just get value for free. You see how it's like it's logical? This is just my system. It's nothing fancy. It's nothing complicated. It's just how I do things every single day. So number two is YouTube, and you can monetize YouTube in a few ways. You can monetize it by getting paid through AdSense, which is when you see an ad on a YouTube video and the person has more than 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, more than likely YouTube has asked them to be part of their partner program, which I'm part of. And YouTube pays that YouTuber. It doesn't have to be a huge channel, but they pay them by the view. So over time, I've seen people make a few extra $100 a month just from uploading. So instead of you paying for ads to get in front of people, YouTube is paying you to get in front of people. I've even seen people make a few $1,000s a month. I make anywhere from $5,000 to $12,000 a month just from uploading. That's an entire salary, a great salary. Now, what is number one? What is the most difficult, but also the most leveraged? Because as you keep going, it gets more and more leveraged. What do I mean by leveraged? I mean, the more you push, the more the other side goes higher. There's more, like you don't have to put a lot of effort in it to get a lot of output, but the more effort you put in it, the more output you get. So if it's more leveraged, if you press more on it or it has more weights on this side, then it's going to give you better and bigger return, right? So what is the number one? If you are ready for the number one, that is going to be what you spend time on in 2026 to make it the most lucrative year of your life potentially. I want you to make sure you're subscribed below. Make sure you say in a comment, Arlan, what is number one? And this is how you spell Arlan if you don't know. I'm pointing to it if you're not watching. Arlan. Arlan, what is number one? Say that right now in the comments so I can know you're at this point of the video. You don't know how much fun I have looking at those comments when I see it because I'm like, oh, I'm going to wait and see. The number one that is the most difficult but has the most return on investment is mindset strengthening. If you can have all these tactical things and these platforms that are pretty simple to teach step by step, which is what I do, and you can even take one of them or two of them. Let's say you take YouTube and Stan, right? Or you take all four of them, which I really think you should because they're just the most powerful list that you could have. And then you work on your mindset, fear of failure, imposter syndrome, being ready to have patience, giving yourself a break, telling yourself that it's going to be okay. All these things where you're strengthening your fortitude and your mindset, you will be unstoppable. In this book, and it's about damn time, I go into detail about how I was sleeping on the floor of an airport before I got my first big break, how I had housing and food insecurity for most of my life. And I also talk about like how I survived that. And it's not like, I don't want you to feel sorry for me, but it was not simple. It was not easy. It was not pleasant. It was rough. There were some days I did not know how I could go on. But the way I survived it was a complete lock-in of mindset. I got super strong and it took me time. So I've learned over time how to face certain things. I'm not perfect. I don't know everything, but I've learned like different things about mindset. That's why I even have new mindset videos on this channel that you can find, okay, about fear and about just getting started. And I have mindset training inside of your first 5K, which is free. Mindset, okay? So you're going to combine all five of these and we're going to be unstoppable. Now, like, remember what I said, because I know some people are going to comment, well, I can't do all of that. That's a lot of stuff. Or I don't have any money to pay for half of that. Mindset first, baby. It's the number one thing. Get out of this lack mindset. This, oh, I don't have it. We're talking abundance. Type the word abundance if you're with me. We are not going to be a slave to this mentality that we can't do this. Come on. Come on. You can. It just takes time. It takes patience. It takes a curious mind. You may not have the money to get a stand store yet. You may not have the $9 to get a school yet. You may not have the time you think to get started, but you do. If you don't have a lot of money, you spend time. If you don't have a lot of time, you spend money. So what you're going to do is decide which one you have more of right now, because everybody's going to be a little different. And if you have money, but not a lot of time, then you're going to just get my products that I charge for. I help you get places much faster. Something that might take 3 months to learn, I'll teach it to you in a week. If you have more time than money, then you're going to simply say, this is going to take a little longer, but I am going to put in the work. I'm going to learn these different steps, and then I will be able to put some things on autopilot, some things where at least I can take off, or some things just simply being able to work for myself, even if I'm working the same number of hours I would at a job, but it's mine. So I look forward to these next few months with you because we are completely going to turn your life around if you will let me. We're going to turn everything you think about your life, your potential, and yourself around. And if you already have confidence, if you already are moving, if you already feel like that, I know how to take you 10x. Meaning, I know how to make you even more confident. I know how to give you even more leverage. So I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Let me know which of the five you are going to focus on first. And I will see you inside of your first 5K. I'll see you in the next YouTube video, so make sure you're subscribed. And I'll see you out in these streets. Bye.